What's happening, boxing fans? It is Dr. Bring It. Guys, did you see the fight this past weekend? I know it kind of snuck up on a lot of people here. Terence Bud Crawford fights Egis Kavaliauskas. I dare you guys to say that 3 times with your eyes closed. But hey, anyway, when I saw this fight, I went into like prediction mode, right? I was trying to think about like what I know of Egis and what I know of Terence Crawford. And I said, you know what? My initial thought was that Bud was going to actually put on a clinic. He's going to stay on the outside, you know, show Egis how it's done, like on the outside, winning on points, because we figured that he was not going to want to go toe-to-toe against Egis because everyone knows that Egis is like just a monster, right? Very strong. Has that power to pretty much end fights. He's got pretty decent footwork. He has good counter punching ability, and from what I remember him being able to like switch hit also, just like Bud. But I didn't think in the long run, if he didn't get, you know, the knockout early, that he was most likely going to just, you know, phase himself out. He was going to eventually just be outboxed in the long run. Let me tell you, man, I didn't think that Crawford was going to actually get the KO. I'll just be honest here. But one thing that I did notice is that Bud looked pretty jacked, more so than normal. Did you guys notice this? Like, it seemed like he beefed up and got like more muscular in this fight than he has been in the past. I mean, I know that he's ripped, he's in great shape, you know, but he looked a lot stronger in my eyes. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that, if you guys notice something else. But regardless, man, this guy, and I'll tell you this, I don't usually buy into the hype of fighters. You know, I always have some reserve whenever I judge or jump into conclusions with fighters out there. I try to stay away from the mainstream media, what people say, and, you know, like as they're building up these fighters, because a lot of, hey, you know, this is boxing, people pick and choose their favorites, right? So there's a lot of hype about Crawford, about him being like the best pound for pound, just like what they do, you know, with Spence, with Thurman at the time, especially, of course, with Pacquiao, right? Mayweather. Everyone has their favorites. You're entitled to your favorites. But let me just tell you something about what I noticed about Bud Crawford. And I think you guys, whoever watched this, let me know if you guys agree with this. Everyone thought that he was going to stay on the outside because Egis is a very dangerous fighter, okay? But one thing that he did do that I didn't realize that he could do was go in and go toe-to-toe against a dangerous fighter, and he just walked down Egis pretty much the entire fight. Yes, in the very beginning, it was a real, you know, it was a chess match, okay? He was staying on the outside a lot, but what I noticed is that he was just trying to get the timing. And of course, he came out southpaw, which is very typical, okay, of Crawford to do. He came out southpaw, getting the feel, trying to feel him out, getting the timing right, okay? He got caught. He lost, you know, a round or two, I believe, in the 9 rounds that he fought. But, man, let me tell you, his boxing IQ, along with the fact that he's not afraid to get hit, he took some pretty bad hits against Egis. and it didn't look like he was really affected. And I know when boxers say like, "Oh, he didn't hurt me at all," when they say that, they're saying that I didn't get seriously hurt, which I agree with because yes, it might have juked him, like, but he definitely wasn't. He definitely wasn't stunned to the point where you saw his legs buckle or anything like that. There was a moment in time when he did kind of like was pushed down, or I thought when I first saw it, I thought it was a knockdown because it was caused by, I mean, Aegis was swinging, okay? He didn't really like grab it and push him down necessarily. And regardless, even though it was kind of, it was, I think the referee said that it was a slip. I didn't really think it was a slip. I honestly thought it was an actual knockdown because Aegis was swinging, and well, regardless, it doesn't even matter at this point. But honestly, technically, I think it was a knockdown. But anyway, um, man, I'm thoroughly impressed with Bud Crawford. I really am. And after seeing the way in which he won over Aegis Kavialauskas, he might very well be the new boogeyman in town. Okay, it's yes, definitely Spence is a force to be reckoned with. Yes, because of his size, right? But man, the way that I'm looking at Bud Crawford now, his skills, he is really fighting fire with fire. One of the commentators was saying that they didn't think that he should be fighting fire with fire. He should have stayed on the outside and be a bit more cautious, but he just took it straight to Kavialauskas. He took it straight to him and he said, "You know what? I'm not backing down. Everyone thinks I'm going to be fighting on the outside. You know what? Negative. Not tonight." He actually won. Like, he was hitting, he's the way that he's slipping punches and going with his, like, everything about his game. He's got the counter punching ability. He's got the speed. He's got the fortitude to push forward. He could fight on the inside. Now, again, he just really took it to Kavialauskas. He took it straight to him. And once he moved to the conventional stance, he really showed his dominance over Aegis. What do you guys think? Am I like over analyzing this or making it seem like, again, like, I'm a fan of Bud Crawford, but I'm not a diehard fan. But I'll tell you, he earned my respect this past weekend, for sure. He did not fight scared at all. He doesn't employ that, that philosophy of hit and not get hit. He definitely does not seem scared to get hit at all, which means that his career probably is going to be an electrifying career, spectacular career. And I think a lot of people, a lot of boxing fans are going to be really respecting Bud Crawford out there. So a lot of you doubters out there about Bud Crawford, I'm okay with doubters. I myself was a doubter also. But let me know what you guys think, because Bud Crawford, after this past weekend against Aegis, guys, there's a lot of great things coming up with Bud Crawford. So let's see it happen. I'd love to see him against Porter, Thurman, Spence, Danny Garcia, and even Manny Pacquiao. The thought that he's going to be going against, let's say, Mayweather, or Mayweather's going to come out of retirement to fight against Bud Crawford, not going to happen. Mayweather, you're not going to want to do that. Crawford can absolutely beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. No doubt about that. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you soon.